Okay, friends. Today we will see the module 2 types of research design. In the previous session, we finished with the research design meaning, need, and process. So, in the types of research design, we will see what do you mean by the sampling design, observational design, statistical design, operational design. See, the idea of research or researchability of your question is that we are inquiring into something which we do not know. It is a progress of knowledge from known to unknown. So research design, every research will have its own design. Design, in other words, could be called as a scheme, a plan, a procedure, an arrangement, a series of steps, etc. So the design is essential for anything. For instance, you are trying to build a building. You need a design, you need some plan. Similarly, even in research, as we have been discussing, research design is essential. So research design takes into questions such as what, when, where, how much would it cost, by what means are we going to inquire into the study, etc. So the few types of research design is based on sampling. The basis of the design is on sampling, observational, statistical, and operational. So what is a statistical design? The statistical design is generally deployed when the information and data is gathered through a particular format and it shall be analyzed. So that is called as a statistical design. Operational design, on the other hand, deals with the techniques and procedure connecting to various methodologies. For instance, sampling. How many samples are you collecting? If you are to divide the entire population of our country, 130, by half, it means about 65 is the strength. So let's assume there are 65 crore males and 65 crore females. So if your population, if you want to find out beauty products that are used only by females, instantly your population reduces from 130 crores to 65 crores. Now 65 crores population, if you would want to test about your product, it is impractical to talk all the 65 crore women in our country. So what you do is you are reducing the population still further. You are only finding out the people between the age group of 18 to 30. Let's assume they use more of the cosmetics or up till 35. Then instantly about 40 crores or 50 crore people vanish because all children, then elderly women, then women who do not use cosmetics, all these people are discounted. Now let's say we are left with about 10 crore. Now in the 10 crore people you decide, again 10 crore people you cannot go to everybody and collect the data. Therefore, you decide what is the sample size, how much. For 10 crore people, if you can reach out to at least 1000 people, you can generalize the results. 1000 people with a in the economic strata will be able to give a homogeneous result. That's operational. So sampling design, as I discussed, it deals with the methods of how we collect the samples. And last one is the observational type of design, where it relates to the conditions in which the observations are made. A lot of research when it comes to wildlife is done through observation. If you would have watched the Geographic Channel, Discovery Channel, you can see that the documentation is based more on observation. There is very less of data, but the documenting of videos, photos, and experiential observation is itself a research for them. Now, what are the types of research? The types of research, as you could see from the diagram, is based on three. One is on the application. Based on the application, you can call it as a pure or applied research. I have already discussed pure research is something which is not having a direct implication to the society. For instance, you have discovered a molecule called H2O. It is a water, but Just purely knowing H2O as a water is not going to be of help. There are various applications of water, and if you can convert the water into so many other applications, then it will be helpful. So such type of research is called pure research, where the goal for seeking is just the truth. Next comes the applied research. Applied research is you are trying to find a solution or an idea to a problem. This problem will be helpful to the society in large. As we discussed earlier, a vaccine for an ailment, for a virus, is a applied research example. Then comes objectives. What type of objectives also determine the types of research design. Whether the idea is to do exploratory research. Exploratory means something that is going to not define boundaries. Descriptive research means something where we are defining boundary. We are going to say only this much research we will do. Yeah, we are going to find a good baby product, baby food product, and we are going to only study India, and India we are going to only study South India, and in South India we are only going to study babies between 2 to 6 years of age, etc. Like that, you are trying to converge into a particular description of your study. It's called as a descriptive research. Then comes the correlation research. Correlation research is something that where you have an idea of the relationship already. For instance, hard work leads to success. There is a definite relationship, well-established relationship. Customer satisfaction leads to profitability of a company. It is a well-established relationship. So such type of a relationship that is already known, about which you have prior information, that is called as a correlation research. Then comes explanatory research. Then we have this type of information sought based on the type. Whether the data collecting is quantitative research, which means you collect the data in terms of numbers, age of students, or weight of students, or the economic status of parents. These are all something that you can put a number, 1 lakh per month, or 50,000 per month, or 8 lakhs per annum, etc. Such type of data which is quantifiable is called quantitative research. And there are some things where you can't quantify. For example, the comments on a Facebook. So you cannot quantify that. There will be so many different comments, a wide variety of comments, that you cannot code the comments as 1 or 2. If you have a male, female, you can code them in your table as 1 for male and 2 for female, and then try to analyze the data. But it is not possible when you have so many variety of information. You cannot code it. It doesn't fall into any category or any coding pattern. Therefore, such type of research is called qualitative research. Right? Qualitative research are generally subjective in nature. You can say 20 degrees Celsius, which is a quantity, but the 20 degrees Celsius temperature someone might feel cold, but someone might feel it still warm, and so many different opinions will be there. That is called a qualitative study, qualitative data. So again, the types of research design from another angle, that is quantitative research and qualitative research. Quantitative, you could when you collect the data, you could do some experimental based design, or a quasi experimental design, or a survey design, or a correlation. If the data collected by you is qualitative, then you could go for ethnographic type of design, or you could go for a case study design, or a historical narrative. I will try to talk about each of this in the later stages, because we will be going into the idea of this design, about each of it, experimental, quasi-experimental, in a greater detail in the coming chapter.